So the fight between Jonathan Haggerty and Fabricio Andrade for the One Kickboxing Bantamweight Championship has just wrapped up. And I mean, what's there to say now? This fight was not competitive at all. Maybe I was missing stuff, but it just looked like Fabricio Andrade was just not in this fight at any point, man. Like, it's not like he was getting 10-8 and destroyed in that first round, but he didn't really throw anything offensively in this fight. Like, he didn't, and nothing he did really shook Haggerty at all. Haggerty just sort of teed off on him on the first round. Really just put it on him. Destroyed his legs with the leg kicks. Was doing a lot of good body attacks. It just didn't seem like Fabricio Andrade had anything for Haggerty here. Obviously, MMA guy Fabricio Andrade. Uh, like I say, just nothing. He had nothing offensively in this fight for him, but that second round was just an absolute tooling from Jonathan Haggerty. Like, really was just teeing off on him at will in that second round. Was landing really good leg kicks, destroying the body, had him rocked really badly, and then that was it. That was all she wrote there. It was about maybe like 45 seconds to a minute of Fabricio Andrade being really hurt, but Jonathan Haggerty just was fucking blitzing him, hitting him with big shots. Credit to the chin of Fabricio Andrade though, because he did survive a lot of big shots. Like, he was just taking big shot after big shot. Like, Jonathan Haggerty very aggressive in that second round. You know, Coming out, throwing big 1-2s, big 1-2, big 1-2, pretty much. It was 1-2 simulator in that second round, and he was just landing them at will. Andrade didn't have any defense in that second round, very rocked, like I mentioned. And then Jonathan Haggerty drops him in that second round, and he goes to stand up, can't get back to his feet. He should have waited a bit earlier. That could also show some inexperience in the kickboxing. Obviously, this guy is a MMA fighter. Tried to stand up way too early, fell back on his ass, and the referee waves it off. That does show his inexperience. Maybe if he waited a bit, let the 8 second count let it get to 8 before he stood up, maybe he would have survived. But tried to stand up too early, was still out of it a bit, and yeah, Jonathan Haggerty gets it done here with a second round TKO, and now he's a two-sport champion. He's the Muay Thai champion. Now he's the featherweight champion. Who knows? Maybe he looks to add that MMA championship eventually, but I don't think that will be next for him. I don't think it would make sense. Let him defend the Muay Thai championship and the kickboxing championships, but still, very, very good performance here from the British fighter. I've always been a fan of Jonathan Haggerty. On one, I'm not going to act like I watched him pre-one, but I've always rooted for him in his fights. He's had some real tough ones, but he's put everything together now. And like I said, put on a really good performance here against Fabricio Andrade. Obviously, there's going to be some asterisks here for his kickboxing championship win. Like, at the end of the day, he did beat an MMA fighter for it, but Fabricio Andrade, really good fighter, really good MMA fighter too, of course. But like I say, very weird one to give Fabricio Andrade this. But, all the guys in MMA are going to be licking their lips now that, he's been taken out. He took some damage. All the MMA guys are going to fucking be chopping at the bits for that fight. Not realizing Jonathan Haggerty is one of the best strikers in the world. He's still a very good striker. People are going to think Andrade isn't good because he lost to a fucking Muay Thai fighter slash kickboxer in kickboxing. At the end of the day, like I say, he is fighting a kickboxer slash Muay Thai fighter in kickboxing. So you can't really shit on Fabricio Andrade too much just because he lost. Like, at the end of the day, he dared to be great. It didn't work out for him. He's still a beast in MMA. Still a beast in kickboxing too, but like, obviously Jonathan Haggerty, I feel like is just a level above in the kickboxing Muay Thai. But still, really good performance here from Haggerty. How's he doing? Jonathan Haggerty beat Nongo, beat Vladimir. So his last loss was to Rod Tang back to back. I do remember them fights, but took a lot of damage against Rogtang that last time too, but that was at flyweight. Now he's obviously upper weight class, at bantamweight. So I like him a lot at this weight class. So it'd be interesting to see who he does get next. But, we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say. Really good performance from Jonathan Haggerty. Not close at all. It was not competitive. This is sort of how I've seen the fight going, if we're being honest. I didn't think Fabrico Andrade would be able to come here and have a competitive fight with him just based on merit, but it is what it is. Still great performance. But I'll see you guys in the next video. It is what it is, if anyone was expecting Fabrico Andrade to win this, I don't know. I didn't see it. I think he's a great fighter, but I didn't think he was going to be able to go in there and beat Haggerty. But still, you dare to be great. He dared to be great, but still very, very good performance. Very one-sided from Haggerty. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.